The message of Our Lady to Father Stefano Gobbi took place from 1972 to 1997, and they have received the imprimatur, and his work was blessed by Pope St. John Paul II. It is free of any doctrinal errors, and the Marian movement of priests has spread throughout the world in every country, with over 60,000 priests as members. Revelation chapter 12 verse 14 reads, "And there were given to the woman 2 wings of a great eagle, that she might fly into the desert unto her place, where she is nourished for a time and times and half a time from the face of the serpent." Our Lady revealed to Father Gobbi on the night of May 6, 1989, the meaning of this passage. She says, "My beloved sons, today you are venerating me in a special way, on the first Saturday of the month of May, which is specially dedicated to me by you. You are gathered in cenacles of brotherly sharing and of prayer with your Heavenly Mother. How much comfort you give to my deep sorrow, how much joy you bring to my Immaculate Heart, because by means of you who have responded to me, devotion to me is now flourishing again in all the Church. Thus I am able to exercise in these times of yours the great power which has been given me by the Most Holy Trinity, to render harmless the attack which my adversary, the Red Dragon, has unleashed against me, vomiting from his mouth a river of water to submerge me. The river of water is made up of the collection of all the new theological doctrines which have sought to obscure the image of your Heavenly Mother, to deny her privileges, to restructure devotion to her, and to cast ridicule upon all those who are devoted to her. Because of these attacks of the dragon, in these years, piety towards me has steadily diminished among many of the faithful, and in some places has even disappeared. But to the help of your Heavenly Mother, there have come the 2 wings of the great eagle. The great eagle is the Word of God, above all, the Word contained in the Gospel of my Son Jesus. Of the 4 Gospels, the eagle indicates that of St. John, because he flies higher than all, enters into the very heart of the Most Holy Trinity, affirming with forcefulness the divinity, the eternity, and the consubstantiality of the Word and the divinity of Jesus Christ. The 2 wings of the great eagle are the Word of God, received, loved, and kept with faith, and the Word of God lived with grace and charity. The 2 wings of faith and of charity, that is to say, of the Word of God, received and lived by me, permitted me to fly above the river of water, of all the attacks made upon me, because they have manifested to the world my true greatness. And then I sought a refuge for myself in the desert. The desert in which I have made my habitual dwelling place is made up of the hearts and the souls of all those children who receive me, who listen to me, who entrust themselves completely to me, who consecrate themselves to my Immaculate Heart. In the desert in which I find myself, I am working today my greatest prodigies. I am working them in the heart and in the soul, that is to say, in the life of all my littlest children. Thus I am leading them to follow me along the road of faith and of charity, bringing them to receive, to love, and to keep the Word of God, and helping them to live each day with consistency and courage, in silence and in hiddenness, that is to say, in the desert in which I find myself. I am working forcefully that my children consecrated to me believe today in the Gospel, let themselves be guided only by the wisdom of the Gospel, be ever the Gospel lived out. This is a task which I have prepared for the army which I have formed for myself in every part of the world, with my Marian movement of priests, to let themselves be carried with me on the 2 wings of the great eagle, namely of faith and of charity, receiving with love and living solely in these times of yours the Word of God. The great prodigies which I am accomplishing today in the desert in which I find myself are those of transforming completely the life of my little children, that they may become courageous witnesses of faith and luminous examples of holiness. In this way, in silence and in hiddenness, each day, I am preparing my great victory over the dragons in the triumph of my immaculate heart in the world. Thank you all for listening. And as always, to Jesus through Mary. God bless you.